Thanks, Alex. And the red light is on. Set. Red Army in the goal with the red star. Racing. Red Army dropped back towards her tail as expected. Buster's Shadow was well back early. Golgotha didn't jump well, was to be ridden forward, is trying to gather speed. So it's Mrs. Brown's Boy who takes it up and finds the rail from 44 Red, and the pace is good in the early stages. Athletes over on the inside of Top at Awaza and two to Bella's Idol going through on the inside, and Golgotha doing a tough out wider. My Grace is in the centre, two to My Fair Beauty. Two to Buster's Shadow, and Red Army, the favourite, settles last, would be 12 off the leader. Mrs. Brown's Boy out in front, leading 44 Red. Athlete the inside of Top at Awaza. Out 3 wide on the track, Golgotha. Bella's Idol, the inside, travels quite strongly. Might be a bit keen, though. My Grace is in the centre, then My Fair Beauty. Well back Buster's Shadow, and still Red Army giving the leader a pretty big start here, about 15 lengths as they come down with 700 to go. Mrs. Brown's Boy doing it pretty well from 44 Red. 2 away in third place, Top at Awaza's on the outside. Athlete the inside, and then Bella's Idol, who's over on the fence. My Grace the centre. Golgotha 3 wide, 2 to My Fair Beauty, 3 to Buster's Shadow, and ridden hard Red Army is starting to pick up, but still giving them a big start as they come to the turn. Mrs. Brown's Boy under control, leads 3/4, 244 Red. On the outside is My Grace, and then came Athlete the inside from Top of the Wazza. Bella's Idol worked into the clear nicely, and Red Army still about 7 off the leader. Inside the 200, Mrs. Brown's Boy in front of 44 Red. Down the outside, Bella's Idol finishing nicely. Red Army too far away. Mrs. Brown's Boy in front. Bella's Idol can't get there. Then 44 Red. Bella's Idol comes late, but Mrs. Brown's Boy has clung on. Mrs. Brown's Boy has just won from Bella's Idol. Third 44 Red, and fourth in Red Army. Then Buster's Shadow, Athlete along gap, My Fair Beauty. Top of it was a My Grace, and Golgotha did it tough. Number 3 is the winner. Mrs. Brown's Boy clinging on. Bella's Idol really closed late. Was never really going to get there, but in the last 10 metres it started to come pretty hard. Kennedy rode very hard, and it's just hung on. Mrs. Brown's Boy. Red Army got a mile out of its ground. It's finished it off well, but it was too late. 44 Red, I think, will just hold third in front of Red Army, although it is a close photo. 3:10, and waiting on third and fourth, possibly 2 from 6. Red Army did really thunder that final 15 metres or so. It was giving 44 Red about a long neck, 2 metres from the line, and it's joined it right on the post. And the judge is still looking at the photo finish print here for third. Mrs. Brown's Boy has just clung on from Bella's Idol, and the big chestnut 44 Red fighting on strongly with Red Army trying to chop it down late. It's 1:11 flat the time. Bella's Idol was travelling very strongly on the inside, and just had to veer out to get clear running, and really wound up. Numbers official now, 3:10. Now, incredibly, Red Army on the outside has got third. Number 6 on the extreme outside has nailed 44 Red on the post for third. Numbers are up. So it did go up on the screen here on the monitors as 44 Red, but on the infield board, which where it counts, number 6 has got there, 3:10, 6 and 2. And the margins, a short head, 3 lengths, and a short half head, 1:37.23, and the last 600, 35.08. Now, Brittany's down there with the winner, Alan Kennedy.
Thanks, Richie. I am with Alan Kennedy. And Alan, that was a really nice performance. Decided to take up the running today?
Yeah, I found he's better in front. We've been sitting him lately just to try and make him get that mile, get that little bit further, but I seem to find that he's always a lot better off when he's freewheeling, doing his own thing.
And you felt that he was in a comfortable rhythm today?
Yeah, definitely. He settled for me quite well. Although he did set a reasonable pace, he was settled in himself.
Were you always confident at the top of the straight that he'd have enough left in him?
I did. When he seems to sneak a length on him at the top of the straight, he's normally pretty hard to beat.
And when Bella's Idol was coming, you thought he'd be able to fight him off?
Yeah, he's pretty tough that way. He's improved a hell of a lot this prep, and it's really good to see.
Congratulations, Alan. Nice win.
Thank you.
And Ann King's done a wonderful job with Mrs. Brown's boy. Straight to the top today, dictated terms and gave a good kick and just hangs on there. But you must be proud of your boy once again.
Yeah, absolutely. Great effort.
He's had a wonderful campaign and getting out to the 1600 metres, he's doing a really good job.
Yeah, he is. I think the penny's definitely dropped with his horse, so yeah, really happy.
Is he better out when he's out and rolling like he did today?
Yeah, I was a bit worried because, you know, just the weight and they're not really leading and winning today, so was a good effort.
What do you do with him now? You keep on plugging along with him because he's been a great money spinner for the connections, and the best part about him, and he never really runs a bad race, does he?
No, he doesn't, and great money spinner, and I need all the money I can get.
Well, you enjoy it then, Anne, and have a nice dinner tonight.
Thank you.
There's Ann King. She does a wonderful job with her small team. She's got a wonderful strike rate, and too good in the end was Mrs. Brown's boy. Bella's Idol's knocking on the door. She's got a bit of talent to her side, and Red Army got a long, long way back and hit the line pretty strongly to finish third, just in front of 44 Red. That wraps up race number 5, the first leg of the quaddie here on Sky Thoroughbred Central. We'll take a break on the other side of it. It's form line Anthony Manton and Libby Hotwood will be back to have a look at the second half of that card.